GPT-4 knew a lots of things and it was smart, but I hadn't seen like particular insights or some innovative ideas, because that requires bringing things together. So when O1 preview came out, things changed. And that's when I had my first sort of a eureka moment or wow moment, I would say. And that was, I asked O1 preview, I said, okay, so I'm developing a cancer immunotherapy protocol, and this has to do with these immune cells we call T cells. These are kind of like the soldiers in the body, and we actually program them. We genetically engineer them to make them recognize the tumor cells and then go and kill them. But there are lots of issues there. Those cells get exhausted. They don't kill very well sometimes, and they have side effects. They can cause lots of troubles. And we're trying to solve those problems. And I had to actually come up with some ideas based on battle royale games like PUBG and things like that. It's kind of like the survivor games. You're in this island or a particular restricted area, and then you have to find resources and you have to compete with other players. You have to kill them or eliminate them so that you can win the game. So I had thought about using the battle royale analogy and applying to these T cells, because they're also kind of competing in that environment of the tumor tissue, whether, using that idea, we can actually make them better. In fact, we did some experiments and it kind of worked. We're going to publish that very soon. So I asked O1 Preview, I said, can you come up with some new ideas, be inspired by the battle royale games? Like I was inspired and came out with some new ideas. And in fact, it did. It came out with a couple of ideas that I hadn't even thought about, because it knew how the games were played, and it was able to extract that information and then transfer it to completely different topic of T cells in a tumor microenvironment, trying to hunt down the tumors and then kill them and competing with each other and then getting better and solving this exhaustion problem. I mean, that was really remarkable for me, because maybe that was kind of the first early AGI moment, maybe. And that actually got much better with O1 Pro. And O1 Pro actually started to give ideas that we used to put in projects. I mentioned some grant proposals, which I hadn't thought about. And these are not just missing information, because some of it could be because, I didn't know that this was possible to do, kind of a thing. And you get those moments as well. But these were truly kind of innovative ideas based on available knowledge and based on non-available knowledge, because we form hypotheses saying that, okay, we imagine that this is the way it should be, but we don't know if that's the case, or we don't know if the cells are going to behave that way. And we don't know how to do that in the proper way, or what could be the best approach or experimental strategy. In all of those cases, I'm getting new ideas,